Hi folks, I hope you're well. These are my suggestions for online tuition and gigs which I'm planning, and karaoke sessions maybe. And it's about equipment and procedure. In my experience so far, that's of the 13th of April 2020. I'm going to put the PDF of these points online, which I shall update on the website. Whereas the video I won't update all the time because I'm going to be learning stuff and, more and more experiences. So basically, about phones and tablets. If you're going to use a phone or a tablet, the pros are that you've probably got one. The cons are that the microphone is probably poor quality. Well, it will be compared to things like this. It's going to pick up all sorts of background noise. As you know, when you're using hands-free, it picks up, you don't have to be right there. So it tends to pick up all the other stuff, which confuses things a bit. It's difficult to position it because it does sound better when you're closer. But of course, if you've got the camera in the same device, then you're going to get a funny picture. So if you tend to do that, then you're going to pick up all the room noise because the voice is going to be bouncing around. The mobile apps, I think we're going to be using Zoom at the places that I work at. If they're on a tablet or a phone, they've got restricted functionality, and there's two settings that are quite important for better quality, which you can't have on the tablet. And also, it's quite a small screen. If we're going to do a few people with the gigs, you want to be able to see everybody. Then if you're looking on a phone, they're going to be tiny. Depends on what your eyesight's like, I guess. But for me, it's too small. Most of you will have that, though. The next thing up, if you like, is to use a laptop. The pros of using a laptop is that they have extended and more useful functionality for, those two settings for the Zoom app, which you do have on a laptop or a PC, which are not on the mobile devices. And also, usually the screen is larger, unless you've got a massive laptop like a massive tablet, you know what I'm saying? Then usually the screens are bigger. The cons, if you're using them just like that, then the inbuilt mic is still poor quality. It's going to pick up all sorts of background noise, and again, it's difficult to position your laptop so you can get a good audio without getting all the room and everything. But then the video's okay, because the video's going to be very close. So, moving on then, if you've got the laptop and the PC and you have an audio interface, I've done videos on all this on the same page. You can see if you want to go through them if you're interested. If you've got an audio interface, then the pros are you've got the extended functionality of the app, which is good. You've got a larger screen, which is good, I've said before. You've then got the ability to use a high-quality cardioid vocal mic. So cardioid means it picks up mostly here, so you're not going to get so much of the room. You've got the ability to monitor on headphones, giving the singer, you, at this end, much better sound quality. This sound quality won't transmit through Zoom because a lot of stuff goes on, but you're starting off with something better anyway. The headphone option reduces stray sound getting into the mic. If you've got anything else coming out of the device, it'll be feeding back into the mic, so it messes things up. So you're better off like this. And then there's a freedom. I'm not using the laptop, I'm using a camera obviously, but the camera's there and you can see that I'm here. So it's quite a long way away. So I can get a better position for the video, but still keep the audio high quality. The cons of using this system, of course, are that you have to have the equipment to start with. Some of you won't have. You've got to know how to set it up and you've got to know how to use it. So that's a con. And the other thing is, the more stuff you've got, the more opportunity there is for things to go wrong technically. And then you have to fiddle about figuring out, is it this, or is it this? But generally speaking, it's not all that complex. Moving on then to the gig karaoke procedure. This is what I'm planning on doing. We'll see how it goes. Performing live in the room. So there you are. You can just use your laptop or your tablet or your phone. Just put it somewhere and sing into it if you wish. You could sing into it and play your guitar if you wish. You could sing into it and have somebody else play the guitar if you wish. That'll work, but bear in mind all the sound is going to be bouncing around the room. You've got the low quality mic. But what can you do? If that's all you've got, that's all you've got. The other option that, can be problematic. You could be accompanied by the person at the other end of Zoom. So I've tried that. I play the piano and the person sings. Can be problematic because there are some delays. Sometimes it seems to work okay. Generally speaking, if it's a slow song, it's going to work better, though it might still be a bit, what's going on. If it's con voce, which means it's not in a particular tempo, you just, maybe I play something and you sing, I play something and you sing as a ballad like that, that can work. All that, of course, is dependent to some extent on the quality of the equipment we've just been through. But that can work. With faster songs, all I can say is give it a try, but don't be disappointed if it's frustrating and a bit of a mess. You've been warned. But give it a go. Singing with a backing track. So you could have your MP3 playing through a speaker here, and you could just sing acoustically, match them up, again on your phone or your tablet, and it's going to be okay. You're going to get the room sounds and all the rest of it, as I said before. You could play your track through a small PA and sing through a mic. So you put your mic and the track into the PA, and then the sound from the speaker you could perhaps have closer to your device, and maybe that would work. But of course, PAs, depending on the quality of it, tend to have their own coloration as well. But at least you get to use a mic maybe if you're used to that. So that could work. You could try that. Best, I feel, is what I could do here. I didn't set it up, I'm sorry. But I could have put an MP3 into this desk or the audio interface, and then I'd be playing that, and my voice is going into it, and both those, balance them up, go into the device and off through Zoom. It means for me, I get a good sound. I get the good sound of the MP3 or WAV file, and the sound of my voice, studio quality really. So it's good to perform to, it feels good for yourself. You have to wear headphones, of course. And some of that quality some of it will transmit, but again, there's nothing you can do really, but that's a better start.
Maybe you're poor, maybe you have wealth, maybe in demand or maybe on the shelf. Whatever your situation, you know there's one thing you should do. You gotta reject all automation and let me work on you. Oh, Mr. Manual Automatic's not my style. I like to manually manipulate you, guaranteed to make you manually manipulate you, guaranteed to manually manipulate you, guaranteed to make you smile. They call me Mr. Manual. Automatic's not my style. Ooh, they call me Mr. Manual. Automatic's not my style. Automatic.
So that's the ways of working with a backing track. Practicalities then. Do your best to be organised. So have a little go with all this as best you can. Maybe check it out with your friends. Get used to how you're going to do it so you're organised when the session occurs. Have more songs than you need in case one doesn't work or something to do with the bass or the treble in it sort of messes the thing up, which it can do sometimes, it seems. Also accept that the outcome may be a bit disappointing. Sonically, it kind of will be. But if there's timing stuff going on and dropouts, just have to go with it. So be prepared for that. Don't get upset if it's not really working as you might have hoped. Be patient, as there may be technical difficulties all round. So if there's several of you, I saw one session where somebody was having a hum. We don't know why, and then it went, and then it came. You managed to isolate the person and realise it was that person. And I think maybe they got a little bit upset. It's no reason to get upset. It's just they don't know why, and we don't know why. Maybe it was a cable or something. So there might be those, and you have to spend a bit of time trying to figure that out. Or maybe somebody, you have to say, sorry, it can't work, can't have you in the group. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying. You can't have a buzz going on all the time, even though you can mute them. But then what's the point of them being there? They could just sit and listen. You might have to do that and then see if you can sort that buzz thing out some other time. So be patient. There may be technical difficulties. Be respectful of other performers. I saw some people making some comment. You know, it's difficult. And some people don't know their equipment. They're just not into it. They're just not used to it. So no point getting ratty. I suppose a person who's hosting it will need to be aware of that and manage it well, other people's problems. So what happens is you'll all receive an email, and then you can click on the link, and then you join the group. So again, getting started, sometimes waiting for people to join, try and be punctual. But obviously if the host is accepting someone, you'll have to wait for a second until they can accept you, and then the next person, and there might be a few technical difficulties. So sometimes to get things going, it might take a little while. So you need to be patient and of good humour, really. And then I think, yeah, it's got a certain something about it. So I'm going to give it a go. Do a few of them maybe, and we'll see what happens, and I'll report back in due course. So keep well and happy. Be seeing you.